All right, college football and stuff here. I'm going to be covering the Big 12 matchups for week 6 of the college football season. All right, going to jump right into it. We have only 3 games being played in the Big 12. A lot of people getting bye weeks this week. Starting off Saturday morning at 12 on Fox, we have Texas at Oklahoma. Now, 2 teams that people were very high on. Texas is back. Oklahoma went to the playoffs the past few years, everyone expecting them to be great. Neither of these teams have looked as good as people thought they would. Texas played a super close game with Texas Tech, went to overtime, was sort of lucky to get a win there. Of course, Oklahoma lost to Kansas State, and then last week to Iowa State. The first time in I'm not even sure how many seasons Oklahoma has 2 losses in back-to-back games. Oklahoma, a 1.5-point favorite in this game, but ESPN's FPI has Texas as a fairly large favorite. They have Texas a 67% chance to win this game. Now, Texas lost to TCU last week, a really good game. Liked the way TCU looked in that game. I am going to take Texas to win this. Now, that's not a huge deal spread-wise. It's a huge deal for Oklahoma if they actually win or if they actually lose 3 games in a row. That is going to be a big deal. That is going to have some people talking. But yeah, Oklahoma is not looking like anywhere near a complete team to me right now. Again, struggling on defense. Their quarterback is talented, but I don't think he has the experience needed yet. Texas has an experienced quarterback. I think that'll end up being the difference in this game. I think Texas does just enough to get the win. I think it's going to be a close game, and that spread could end up mattering. But yeah, give me Texas plus the 1.5 just to be sure. I could see Texas winning by a point. I could see Oklahoma winning by a point, that said. But yeah, at minus 1.5, give me Texas. Or plus 1.5 on Texas. Okay, then we have Texas Tech at Iowa State, 3:30 on ABC. Now, interesting, I could not find a spread on this game. I don't know why. We've got 2 Power 5 teams playing an afternoon game. Iowa State coming off a big win against Oklahoma, of course, last week. Texas Tech 2 weeks ago playing that overtime game with Texas. So this will be an interesting sort of mirror to the Texas-Oklahoma game where we have 2 teams that played those teams really close. Texas Tech taking Texas to overtime and Iowa State beating Oklahoma. I am taking Iowa State in this game. Again, not seeing a spread. I'm not going to try to make a pick against any sort of spread there, but I do think Iowa State is a better team. Texas Tech looked good against Texas, but they haven't really looked great in their other games. Lost last week to K-State. Again, a fairly close game. I think they lost by 10. But yeah, give me Iowa State. I think if you do end up seeing a spread on this game, I think Iowa State probably 7 to 10 point win by them is what I would expect. Okay, last up, 4 o'clock on Fox. Kansas State at TCU, and TCU coming off that nice win over Texas. Looked really good in that game, looked very balanced, really liked the way TCU looked. But TCU has beat Texas, I think it was like 6 of the last 7 years or something. TCU has been doing very well against Texas, and then not being able to get over the hump, having a really good season in the Big 12. K-State, of course, having some good wins this season, beating Oklahoma. So this is also an interesting matchup here where we have two teams playing that both beat Texas and Oklahoma here. I am going to take TCU in this game. I think they're the more balanced team. I think they're a little bit better. I think Texas is better than Oklahoma, so I like TCU's win over Texas more than Kansas State's win over Oklahoma. Yeah, so give me TCU, and I'm actually going to pick them to cover. Now, that 8.5 points is a lot. I would really like this a lot more if it was just under 7 points. I think about a touchdown is going to end up being the final spread in this game. But that 1.5 points, it's a big 1.5 points as far as betting goes, because it's the difference between winning and losing. But give me TCU minus that 8.5, and I'm going to hope they can pull out a win by 10 points there. Okay, yeah, so only 3 games in the Big 12 this week. A bunch of teams not playing for them. Well, yeah, if you like this video, click the like button. Again, I will be doing videos for all of the Power 5 conferences and a video covering the Group of Fives and Independents. Subscribe to this channel if you want to see those. They'll be coming up soon.